Find the principal value of the question like a tan inverse of minus root 3, right? Tan inverse of minus root 3. Then, again in solution, first we can consider the given trigonometric, inverse trigonometric as y minus root 3. So, take tan is left side. So, tan y is equal to minus root 3. Is it clear? Tan y is equal to minus root 3. Then what is the root 3? Tan of what value becomes root 3? Yes.
Sir, 60, pi by
60.
It is equal to minus tan 60 pi by 3, right? So that is but minus as it is root 3 value is tan pi by 3. So tan pi by 3 is minus root 3, then tan y is equal to like this. Can you cancel your tan? Can you able to cancel this tan on both sides? So we cannot cancel. We cannot cancel because your minus will be there. So then how can you convert this value? So what about tan minus theta? Tan of minus, since we know that tan of minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. So if you see your right side, in RHS in the form of minus tan theta, you can write in the form of tan of minus theta. So minus tan theta is equal to tan minus theta. So tan y is equal to minus tan theta value pi by 3. So tan of tan get cancelled, y is equal to minus pi by 3. Okay. Now, what we have to do, we know that the principal value branch of tan inverse is, we know that the principal value branch PVB of tan inverse is, can anyone say that the principal value branch of tan inverse? Same sign like a minus pi by 2 to pi by 2.
pi by 2, pi by 2.
Yes. Open interval. So now, is this value belongs to this interval or not? Is that belongs to given interval? So we have, or clearly y is equal to pi by 3. Sorry, minus pi by 3, which is belongs to clearly open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, what we can conclude? Therefore, the principal value of tan inverse, the question is minus root 3 is minus pi by 3. Simple, like this. Okay. So first you have to compare the given inverse trigonometric function as y. So y is equal to tan inverse of minus root 3. Then tan take left side, inverse becomes tan y is equal to minus root 3. Since we know that root 3 value is tan pi by 3, tan 60. So minus. So we cannot cancel directly, so that minus take inside. So minus tan theta is equal to tan minus theta. Okay. So then finally we got y value. Then we have to check this y value belongs to principal value branch or not. Yes, it is belongs to principal value branch. So the principal value of tan inverse of this minus root 3 is that. Okay, right. Next question. We can try remaining 5 and 6. Oh, many questions are there. Let us do fifth one. Then we can go for. What is the answer for question number 6? Anyone? Tan inverse minus 1 is what? Anyone? Tan y is equal to minus 1. 1 nothing but tan 45 minus tan 45 minus take inside tan of minus 45. So minus 45 is the principal value branch, principal value of given function. Okay, minus 45 is the answer. Then the fifth one is cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Exactly. Bharan is right, minus 5 by 4. And but this question number
Sir,
5.
pi by
Question number 5.
3 ఉంది sir.
See, question number 5 is y is equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. So cos y is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is minus cos 1 by 2 means cos, yes or no? Cos 16, pi by 3. But in cos, can you take this minus inside? Anyone? Cos of minus x is cos x only, but minus cos x is equal to is cos of minus x? No. See here, minus of cos x should not equal to cos of minus x. Am I right? Because cos is even function, so that we cannot write. Other than cos and secant, for remaining all trigonometric, we can write as minus of that trigonometry is equal to that trigonometric into minus theta. But for cos and secant, we cannot write because both are even. Okay, anyhow, then, so how can you convert to this minus of cos theta in terms of cos plus cos? Shall I write like this? See, since we know that cos of 180 minus theta is what? Anyone? 180 minus theta.
Minus cos theta.
Minus cos theta.
Plus cos theta or minus cos theta?
Minus.
Minus.
Yeah, minus cos theta. Now, see here, RHS in the form of minus cos theta. Theta value is pi by 3. So now we can write in this form. See here, plus is there, plus. Right side minus, but the left side is plus. I want to convert it to plus. So shall I write this value as cos 180 minus 60? This theta comparing both theta value pi by 3, then substitute pi by 3 over here. Now we can easily cancel this. So y is equal to, right. So 3 pi minus pi, that is 2 pi by 3, that is 120. 180 minus 60 is 120. Pi by 3 is 60. 2 into 60, 120. All are simple questions, other than one or two questions like, okay. So we should not take minus inside so that we can use that property. Now we got this. So is it belongs to closing close 0 comma pi? Anyone? Is it belongs to?
Yes.
Yes. Find the next question. Yeah, listen everyone. Next period is not chemistry, physics. It's physics, right? Seventh period is physics. Right, in the same way, you can do that remaining all are easy, then we can go for question number 11. Question number 11. What is question number 11? Find the value of the following. In question number 10, they given like a single function, but here the combination of different inverse trigonometric functions, right? So find the value of the following, like they given, the question number 11 is tan inverse of 1 plus cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 plus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. So how to do in NCRT? We can say directly in OBT. For example, if it is OBT question, what about the answer here? Clearly it is pi by 4. What about this? Yes. What about this?
The 2 pi by 3.
Just now we have done, I think. Yes.
The 2
2
pi
pi
by
by
3.
3. This is minus pi by 6. Minus pi by 6. So this is the answer directly if it is objective. But here we should not write directly like this answer. Okay, we should not write. Then what to do? Simple. So here we are having three different functions. So first let us consider the first one as x, second one as y, third one as z. Right, now x is equal to tan inverse 1, y is equal to cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, z is equal to sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. Already just now we done this question. Let us see the first two, like tan x is equal to 1, sin z is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here it is. Then here it can be written as tan x is equal to tan pi by 4. Tan get cancelled. Pi by 4 we got. So this is equal to minus sine 1 by 2 means pi by 6. Take a minus inside. Sine of minus pi by 6. Sine get cancelled. Z is equal to minus pi by 6. And here y is equal to we got. What is y when 2 pi by 3 we got. So now the result is what? X plus y plus z. The principal value is x plus y plus z. Nothing but 45. So 45 plus this is what? 120 minus nothing but this is 90. 120 minus 30, 90. So 5 by 4 plus that is pi by 4 plus pi by 2. Nothing but 3 pi by 4. Okay, that's it. 3 pi by 4. So anyhow you have to remember, actually this is a formula. I'll give all the formulas here. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x always equal to pi by 2. Sin x whatever it is, x whatever the value. So sin inverse plus cos inverse is always equal to pi by 2, 90. In the same way, tan inverse plus cot inverse is equal to pi by 2. In the same way, secant inverse plus cosecant inverse is equal to pi by 2, 90. Three formulas are there. Here sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse plus cot inverse, same answer, secant inverse plus cosecant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Even you can verify, you can take any x value, you can substitute any x value, all three that condition, and you can check it. Take LHS, substitute x value, any x value, minus infinity to plus infinity. So finally, you will get the same value. But you know, here according to the domain, not minus infinity, x is belongs to where? Minus 90 to 90. X is cos inverse x means domain. I already written domain. So I said that remember mainly principal value branch, then after domain also. Okay. Pi by 4, this already we have done 2 pi by 3. Here it is minus 30. See, finally we got 90. Cos inverse plus sin inverse. Always 90. Next question. Next question is 12th one is cos inverse 1 by 2. Tell me the answer here, cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. Yeah. Can I apply property here? If you apply the property here, see this can be written as cos inverse 1 by 2 plus 2 sin inverse means I want to write sin inverse 1 by 2 plus sin inverse 1 by 2. What about here? Cos inverse plus sin inverse value is? Answer is pi by 2. Okay. So clearly it is pi by 2 plus sin inverse 1 by 2. Already we have done sin inverse 1 by 2. Pi by 6. What is the answer? This is the formula. With the help of this formula, we can write this is pi by 2 because sin inverse plus cos inverse is equal to 90. Okay. And right, sin inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 6. Yes or no? Sin 30 only 1 by 2. Sin 30 only 1 by 2. For what value of theta sin is 1 by 2? That is the question. Sin inverse 1 by 2 nothing but for what value of theta it will be 1 by 2. Sin 30 alone it is 1 by 2. That's it. Finally answer is 90 plus 30, 120. 120. Right? But you can write the steps. Yeah, question number 13 objective question. Question number 14 also objective. Anyone can say the answer for question number 13? Yes. Can anyone say that question number 13? Sin inverse x is equal to y. Then y is belongs to which interval? Nothing but what they asked here. They asked the principal value branch of sin inverse. The principal value branch of sin inverse.
So second option.
Yeah, Bharan is saying that second option. Yes, Tarun, is that right? Pranita, what about you? Rutika, B, right? Bharani?
Option 2, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Option 2 is right. Then what about Nitin? Is that right? Nitin,
Yes, sir. B is correct.
B is right. So, Siddharth,
Yes, sir. Second option is correct, sir.
wonderful. Right. What is the correct option for question number 14? Question number 14. Mithun. Mithun SD. can try. What is the question here? Tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus 2 equal to. Read fast. This is the last question in that exercise. The first exercise, last question. Yeah, which one of the option is correct? Tan inverse root 3 minus secant inverse minus 2 is equal to what? First option pi, second option minus pi by 3, third option pi by 3, fourth option is 2 pi by 3. Two pi by 3. Final answer. Pi by 3.
Minus 5
Arani said that pi by 3 minus 2 by 3. Minus pi by 3. Nothing but second. B
second
option.
option.
Naveen saying that second option. What about Ritvik Sharwan? Yes,
Sir,
Ritvik. Which option is correct?
so two, sir. Option B.
Ignesh said B. Good. Sriniti, P.
Sir,
Yeah, which option correct? Amma? Is that B is right?
B only, sir.
Wonderful, right. So, fine, very good. And let us discuss the properties now. Properties in the sense, important formulae, then how to derive the formula from trigonometry to inverse trigonometry. Trigonometry to inverse trigonometry, right? Fine. See, these are the three formulas you have to remember. Sometimes they may ask, see, they asked in JE one question, like integral sine inverse x plus cos inverse x plus something they asked. So sine inverse plus cos inverse, clearly pi by 2. If you know the formula of pi by 2, you can write directly pi by 2 into 1. The integral 1 is x. So that is secondary thing. So you have to remember. And coming to, I'm going to ask one question. Sine of sine inverse x is clearly equal to sine inverse of sine x, or any difference is there? Anyone? Is here sine of sine inverse is equal to sine inverse of sine? Yes. But see here, always sine inverse sine cancel. The answer is x. Sine inverse sine get cancelled. Answer is x. But any difference is that? What about your x's belongs to what? Your x's belongs to what? I said that sine inverse cancel. Your output is x. Your sine inverse sine is cancel. Output x. In that cases, do we get the same answer? No. See, that is different. See, here in the bracket if you observe that sine function, your x's belongs to sine, your x's belongs to sine inverse. X's belongs to sine nothing but x's domain. What is the domain of sine? Yes, domain of sine x.
Real numbers.
Real numbers here, x's belongs to what? But what is the domain of sine inverse? X's belongs to what?
Minus 1
Yes.
to
Minus 1 to 1.
Minus 1 to 1. Wonderful. So here minus 1 to 1. See here the difference. So both will be cancelled, both will be x, but here x is belongs to sine. Domain of sine is r. Here x is a real number from minus infinity to plus infinity, any value. But whereas here x is belongs to sine inverse x, Sin inverse domain is minus 1 to 1. That is the difference. Okay, in the same way, you have to check that cos of cos inverse x is equal to x only, and cos inverse of cos x is equal to x only. Here x is belongs to say minus 1 to comma 1, and x is belongs to r. In the same way, you have to write tan of tan inverse or tan inverse of tan, secant of secant inverse, secant inverse of secant, cot inverse of cot, like that, even cosecant also. So try to write, because already I have written all the domain and cosecant. And one more question I am going to ask you. Right. Shall we write here sin inverse x is equal to 1 by sin x? Or this is a yes? Or sin inverse x is equal to, shall we write sin x whole inverse? Yes or no? We can write or not? We cannot write. Can we write?
Yes.
Anyone?
Sir, like sine theta whole square, sine square theta, like that we can also write this.
Easier, sin inverse x is equal to 1 by sin x, or sin x whole power minus 1 or not. Can anyone
I
say that?
think first one is
So
correct.
Bharani said that equal.
It's correct only, sir.
What about others?
So,
Equal or not equal?
So, so 1 minute, I'm redoing it. Someone.
Navin Raghav said equal. Yes. Equal. Wait fast. Yeah, Vignesh. You are saying that it is equal. How it is equal? Not equal. We should not equate. In inverse trigonometrics, it should be not equal. Okay, see, sin x whole inverse, these two are equal. Sin x whole inverse is equal to 1 by sin x. But whereas, we cannot equating that. Clear?
Yes.
Right. So these are all basic points for JE, mains and advanced. You should know. Everyone should know about this. What is domain and range? Okay, what is the output when sine of sine inverse, sine inverse of sine, like that. Okay, fine. See here. Right. I'm going to write few formulas. And here, since clearly we know that sine inverse of 1 by x is cosecant inverse of x, and cosecant inverse of 1 by x is, because reciprocal, sine inverse of x. In the same way, what are the remaining four? Cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x. Secant inverse 1 by x is equal to, yes, secant inverse 1 by x is equal to cos inverse. Tan inverse 1 by x is equal to cot inverse 1 by x is equal to tan inverse. If we know one formula, we can write, but x values are different. So what is x here? X is belongs to what? Domain. Domain of x. So what is the domain of cosecant x inverse? Cosecant inverse of x. Domain. Here r minus x or no? And these are also basic formulas only. But the main thing is like 2 sine inverse x, 2 cos inverse x, 2 tan inverse x. These three formulas are very, very important. So you have tried remaining. Here what is the domain? X is belongs to minus 1 comma 1. Domain just x. What is the domain of x? Belongs to minus 1 to 1. Secant inverse x. Secant x inverse x or minus. We can write in many ways. Many ways. See, either you may write r minus or else mod x is greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1. Sorry, greater than 1. Or else here we can written as, okay, in these two ways we can write. Otherwise, minus infinity to infinity minus 1 comma 1. Three ways we can represent. Simply you can write like this also. Here you can written as mod x lesser than or equal to 1. Mod x lesser than or equal to 1. You can represent x belongs to minus 1 comma 1 or else mod x lesser than or equal to 1. Both will give same meaning. This we can represent in three ways. Any one of the way you can write. But remember that all three cases are equal. Okay. Right. Next, right. The remaining three. What about here? Sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. And second one is tan inverse minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. I will explain you why it is like in the same way cosecant inverse minus x is equal to minus cosecant inverse x. Okay. And remaining these three functions are directly, it will be negative. Sine inverse, tan inverse, reciprocal of sine, cosecant inverse, same. But whereas remaining three, like fourth one is cos inverse of minus x will be pi minus cos inverse of x. Fifth one is cot inverse minus x is 180 minus cot inverse of x. Sixth one is secant inverse of minus x is equal to 180 minus secant inverse of x. So why should we consider this inverse of the negative value becomes pi minus the same function? Why don't we take here pi minus? Let us see that graphical representation next classes. Okay. Okay, so practice well. don't waste